I have made my way to Washington, D.C. And I'm walking down this alley. You can see the big buildings behind me. And I'm going to flip the camera around and we're going to go on this walk together in search of the famous Japanese cherry blossoms. All right, here we go, y'all. I don't know how many comments I'll be able, because I'm going to keep my eyes on the cherry blossoms. But I'm cutting through this little alley and you can see, I can see one right there. I gotta figure out where I'm at and where I'm coming from so I can get back to my car. All right. This is what you call the tidal basin. All this water all the way around there's the Jefferson Memorial, and this whole area of water around here is called the tidal basin, and that's where the trees line all the way around the tidal basin. So we're going to make our way that way. It looks like they are in full bloom, y'all, and it is supposed to rain here at 5 o'clock today, which it's only about 1:30 now. But we are going to make our way around through here. There's a lot of tourists out and about, so we're going to make our way over to the water. What? And I will try to get up close on some of the cherry blossoms. You will see they are beautiful when we get down there to where you can actually walk around through there. You have to keep stopping for all the crosswalks and trying to get away around. You can see it's Friday in Washington. It's very busy. We're just ahead of the rush hour going out. They will start going out around 3 o'clock today. So a lot of people may take off early on Friday, so there's a lot of traffic down here right now. So I believe I know how to get my way back. I have to come right back to where these boats are. So I got to remember that. All right, so over there is the Jefferson Memorial, Thomas Jefferson Memorial, way in the distance, and you can see all the way around through this whole thing are the cherry trees. And I can show you around through there, and we're actually going to walk around through here. There, I'm just going to walk and let y'all see what I see, okay? I won't be able to see a whole lot of the comments because I have my glasses on for distance and not reading. But you can see how beautiful they are. You can walk right underneath them. They are just beautiful. There is this path that I'm on, this walkway, goes all the way around this whole area. Like I said, it's called the tidal basin. And some of these tree limbs are quite in the way as you walk. You have to duck or you would get hit by them. So there's a lot of tourists out. Let me duck underneath that one. I'm going to show you some of these up front right here. Look how big and pretty they are right now. So I'm just going to keep walking on this path. And I'm going to try to get some steps in, y'all. I was at home and I'd only had like 400 steps for the whole day already. I'm like, I got to get out of here. So it is a little crowded around through here. There's more cherry trees all around through the city, but the most of them, I think Japan gave these to us, is what I can remember. And they are all the way around this whole tidal basin, and you can see the airplane flying in. The airport is just over that way for DC. So we're just gonna walk and let y'all look at them. They are beautiful right now. Usually I either get here before they bloom or after they're already gone. But they are beautiful today. Too bad the sun's not out today. It's overcast. I think it's in the 50s. But you can see that the blooms are really, really big. And you can see all the people. Let me see if I can get a close up here with the water. They're really pretty when you look out over the water and you can see. And I don't know where all we'll walk today. It just depends. We might just walk around this tidal basin and let y'all see them there. That's where they are the prettiest. People just come and walk all the way around this thing to see the cherry blossoms. They only bloom for a couple weeks, and based on the weather, sometimes they peak early. I think they peaked on about the 26th, and then I think a week either side of that is they're good. So I knew today was the last day. Tomorrow's Tony's birthday, so I wouldn't have a chance to get down here tomorrow. So I thought it's got to be today or nothing, because they will be gone once the rain comes this afternoon. So you can just see they are everywhere, y'all. And if you've never been into Washington, this is all the tourist section. It's very nice here. It's a lot of open parkland, a lot of space to walk, bring your dogs. A lot of photographers come down here, especially this time of year. People bring blankets. They just sit on the grass, and it's a lot of open space, which I'll show you eventually, the Washington Monument. Trying to stay on this sidewalk because there's roots on the ground. I don't want to trip while I'm talking. But here's another one. I'll stop right here. Let me zoom over. That is the Jefferson Memorial, and this is known as the Tidal Basin. And you can see it goes all the way around through here. So if y'all are interested, I will keep walking around through here, and we'll see what else we run into. But y'all, they are really pretty today. The trees are just full. Look how big the trees are. I'm just walking beneath the trees, y'all. People bring their strollers, get their kids. Look how big they are. So if you've never taken a trip to Washington, you will love it. There's the Washington Monument in behind me. Straight over there. Not sure where all we're going to get a walk today, but I just want to show y'all all the way around the tidal basin are the cherry trees. And there are also other places in Washington. All the cherry trees are blooming right now. The Bradford pear trees are blooming. Springtime is definitely like the best time to come to Washington. And a lot of people come to see the cherry blossoms.
Okay.
And they're all down here taking pictures. And you can rent them paddle boats and really get a workout. So I'll go ahead and keep walking if y'all want to see this. It's a nice big area, so it doesn't really get too crowded. And walking around, of course, it is Friday. It is a work day. A lot of people are still at work. I took today off. It's my normal Friday off. So we'll keep walking down through here, and y'all can get to see a little bit of Washington, D.C. And plus, I'm getting in some steps. Oh, I see some flower gardens over there, y'all. I think I showed y'all that last time I came down here. We stumbled upon some flower gardens. Let's see how I'm doing on steps. I got 3,000 steps, so I've gotten pretty many since I've gotten down here. They're all All right, I don't know what they got over there. It looks like Cherry Festival Beer and Wine Garden. Oh, you might have to pay to go into that garden. I'm not sure what that is over there. I don't think I'll be going into the beer and wine. Oh, they got a bunch of food trucks set up now. Normally, to my knowledge, these food trucks were never here. I don't know if they're just here during the Cherry Blossom Week, but I know I've been down here before, and food is hard to find around here because it's all just tourist stuff. But I can see a lot of people are down here at the food trucks, and Icy right there looks good about now. It's about 60 degrees. I got a winter coat on, but it is about 60 degrees. I'm not cold at all. My hands are not cold. I'm gonna hop over here, y'all, because I see these flowers, and I know a lot of y'all are gardeners. A lot of y'all love the flowers. So we're gonna walk over through here and check out these. It looks like tulips, and I love tulips. I think they're beautiful. And I don't know who plants these or what it is, but a lot of people come and get pictures with these tulips, and it's all free. You can walk around, you can go in a lot of the tourist stuff in Washington is free. It's all paid with tax dollars. So y'all might as well come and see it. So let's walk around and see these pretty tulips, y'all. Some of them are just coming up. Some of them's already up. There's the Washington Monument behind me. Here's some yellow ones just coming up.
Well, yeah, no, the other place I told you about.
Yeah, I showed you these last time. I think last spring I came to meet some people, some followers. We met them for dinner and we walked through here, but I got a lot of new people now, so they may have not seen this, but let me show you just down through there how many different colors, and they just got the colors. I'm going to walk around through here, y'all, because they are beautiful. Look at those. Yeah, I went by myself down here. I was going to bring Gladys with me, but she was working today, and I couldn't get anybody else on short notice. So when I decided to come, I thought it's now or never, because it's going to rain the next 2 days and a lot of the blossoms will be coming off of the tree. All right, let's go on over through here, and I'm just going to show you all the different colors while I'm getting in my steps. I was trying to get back out of here before 3, but I don't think I'm going to rush it. I'll just have to take a different route home, because rush hour starts at 3, and you got to have 3 people in your car to get on the interstate. So I'll just have to find a different way home. But it's a beautiful day down here, actually, because it's not hot and it's not cold. So I just told Tony where I was going, and you can actually find a parking space online, and it'll give you the address, and you can go right there and find you a parking space, pay for it ahead of time. So that makes it nice. It's called Spot Hero, and you can find a place to park in DC. So a lot of people are utilizing that because a lot of the parking garages are full. So we're going to walk back through here, and then I'm going to... Do y'all want to walk over to the Washington Monument? We can do that, absolutely. Because I'm trying to get some steps in.
You seeing it?
All right, let's go down here, and when they got a lot of this little mesh fencing up because there's a lot of crowds during the Cherry Blossom Festival. So they put those up to try to control the crowds, to make you walk down to the crosswalk and cross over. So we're going to go ahead and jump across this, well, run across this road. I thought it was a green, but these cars, they will give you no mercy. So there's more of the cherry blossoms over there. And now we're just going to come up through here where the Washington Monument is. And Get a closer up of that. So how y'all's day going today? Oh, somebody said Arkansas just got a tornado. Whew, that's tough. Those things come up out of nowhere and you got to really be careful. You never know what they're going to hit. All right, let's pay attention to the crosswalk. It's got the little red hand flashing, so we don't want to walk right now. Even though it looks like we can go. All right, so there's a trolley over there. I don't know if y'all can see that. Washington Tours. And here's just cars coming out. I know it's a little loud right now. I'm next to the road. We'll scan over this way and look. All right, looks like folks are crossing. One's coming one way and one's going the other. So we'll just make our way through here. Now they're coming the other way. I'm just going to go ahead and cross. All right, so here we are. We are coming up on the Washington Monument. And I've been up in that thing years ago. I'm not sure if you can still go up in it or not. And it looks like the flags around the city are at half-mast. So I'm not sure why they're at half-mast or what's going on. I don't know what's happened. Somebody's must have passed away. I don't know why they're at half-mast right now. But there's the Washington Monument, and we will walk up by here, and I can point out a few things after we get up here to it. The wind is fine. Actually, I'm really hot. I have my winter coat on, and I'm really, really toasty. So that's good. I got me a drink in my pocket, so I'm gonna get me a little drink out while we're walking up through here. And when we get up here, I don't know if y'all know that, but when you're at the Washington Monument, you can look one way and see the White House. You can look the other way and see the Capitol. Look the other way and see the Lincoln Memorial. So this is like the center of the tourist section. And see, they have those flags all the way around the bottom of it. Now let's see which way. Let me put my glasses on. I got to get my bearings, y'all. Where we're at, I am walking on this grass, so I'm going to have to come up. That's a new monument down there. I forget what that one's called, but see those fountains? There's fountains over there with monuments. Is there anything in particular y'all would like to see down here? I was wondering if the flags were at half-mast because of the school shooting. I'm not sure once they put them at half-mast how long they stay that way, because that's been several days ago. But anyhow, they got all these nice little walls built, so I don't want to climb over them, so we're going to go ahead and walk up to it, y'all. And I'm just getting in my exercise today, walking around and letting y'all walk with me and letting you see the sights of where I'm walking. Oh, the World War II Memorial. It's not hard to get lost here, y'all. It's very easy. You just always look to see where this Washington Monument is, and you can get your bearings from there. So,
basically, yeah. Well, your parachute move is like.
I'm not taking any pictures today. I'm just strictly gonna walk up here to the base of it, and then I'll show you from the base. It's very pretty with the flags all the way around it. All right. Whew, Goldie said she went here 47 years ago. I always end up, if I was to get really tired or something or couldn't find my way, I would just take an Uber to get back to where I parked the car. But I'm doing good. I'm trying to get steps. So I got my tennis shoes on today. And we're going to come up here. You should be able to, I think the Capitol is going to be that way. Yes, the Capitol is down there. I don't know if y'all can see it. But when I get up here, you will see the Capitol in one direction. I'll get up here and stop, and I'm inside this. I'm going to have to climb over this chain. Let me find the low chain here, because I come up through the walk here. Let me. Oh, I think you can just. We don't even have to climb over. We can just unrope it. They made it easy there. All right, so here we are. If you get tired, you can lay down on a bench. Oh, Lord. All right, let's go over through here. Straight ahead, y'all, down there is our Capitol building. You can tell it because of the dome. I don't even know if it's open to the public anymore. I don't know what they're doing down there with that. But, let me just circle around through here. I'll stop up here where y'all can get a good look at the Capitol. So this whole area is called the Mall, the National Mall. And it's this grassy area all the way to the Capitol. And then when we get on the other side, you're going to see the Lincoln Memorial. So there's the Capitol down there. It might be a little blurry, I'm not sure. But that's the Capitol. It does look like the one in West Virginia. They have the same big dome. There it is right there. I kind of zoomed in. Let's zoom back out. All right, we're going to keep walking around through here. It looks like maybe people are in line to go up. I think that's why they have these benches out here. So you could sit and look at it if you want. So, like I said, the Capitol is here in the back. When we get around here to the right side, you're going to be able to see the White House. So you can see they got tents set up down there and a gazillion porta potties. They do all this during the tourist season. There's a lot of people around. It's windy. This is kind of up on a hill. So the wind is a little blowing. You can see the flags are flapping. It's not cold though. It's about 60 degrees, I think. Or more, I think. So it's nice right now. So if you look just past this white tent here, you're going to see the white building, and I believe that is the White House. I can't, there's so many trees, it's hard to tell. But it should be over in that direction. Over there is a white building there in the background, and I think that is going to be the White House. But with all the trees, you can't see much of it right now. All right, see if I can get this squeezed back down. It's really windy up here, y'all. Okay, we're going to walk on around, and this is the Lincoln Memorial. Is down this way. Now, if you walk down here, you are going to see the Vietnam Memorial. And the Vietnam Memorial, let me see if I can get these. Well, I don't think I can get that loose. I'm going to have to step over this. I'm going to have to climb over this fence. All right, let's walk down here. I'm on the hill and it's windy right now. But, we're going to walk this way down. My hair's blowing. I can't even see it. We're just going to keep on walking, y'all. I don't know if any of y'all have seen the Vietnam Memorial with all the names on the walls. That is down this way. As far as I know, we'll make it that far. In the distance there is the Lincoln Memorial. And all these, they're called the reflecting pools. All this water down here, but it looks like a lot of the water is not in there right now, so I don't know what they're doing. Alright, y'all just hang with me and we're going to walk down here and see what else we can see real quick today while I'm getting in my steps. I love to come down here and I really never do. I did when we first moved here, but I don't really come anymore. And but I love just to come down here and walk from site to site to site. It's a lot of room, especially if you live in the city and you maybe live in an apartment or something. You can hop down here, bring your blanket, and just chill out for the weekend. All right, now this is a wall here, so Lordy be. I ain't been here since they put this wall up. Well, let me just sit down, and then I'll slide off of the wall off of my butt. All right, that wasn't hard. All right. We're going to keep on walking, y'all. Just going to get over here to the next thing. There's another road we would have to cross. Yeah, all of the museums up here is considered the Smithsonian, but it's, we got these people on electric scooters all over the place, bicycles. So I'm on a big sidewalk now. So we'll go ahead and walk down through here. And, I mostly just wanted to show you all the cherry blossoms, but while we're here, we're just going to go ahead and get a little extra walking in. And there's so much to see here. You could literally spend a week and not see it all. I love to go out to the Arlington National Cemetery. I haven't been there for years, but I love to go out there and see John F. Kennedy's grave and all that. I do not work in D.C., so I do not ever come down here. I work in Virginia. I only come down here to the tourist spots. And you can see it's safe around here. You can even come anywhere in this section at night and you would be safe. Anywhere around Northwest D.C., which is the tourist section. See, I mean, it's the Cherry Blossom Festival right now, y'all, and it's not even crowded, so that's nice. And I haven't seen that thing over there. I don't know what all that is. That might be the World War II. I have not seen that. They have changed that used to just be the reflecting pool up through there, but now they have these towers that look like a reef or something all the way around it. So I'll be interested to see what this one is, because I don't think I've seen it. But it looks like they planted a bunch of trees over there. So it's pretty clean for the most part. You're going to get people throwing down some trash here and there, but it looks pretty good around here, y'all. This is our nation's capital. If you ever get a chance to come here, by all means, come on up here. All right, we got the crosswalk, so let me get my little legs shifting across this thing while we're in the crosswalk. All right, I'm gonna walk over through here first. This is the, let me see what this one is, y'all. I don't think I've seen this. It looks like a bunch of countries. I see Virgin Islands, Philippines, Puerto Rico, Alaska. Maybe it's all the states and territories. This is called the, yes, World War II Memorial. Here it is. Someone said that earlier, the World War II Memorial. So wow, look at this. You got the Pacific Ocean there. You got the Atlantic Ocean over here. Look at all this down through here. Oh, this is all new. I have not seen this one. But wow. As far as I know, they don't let you play in this water. I know some cities like Charleston, South Carolina, it's so hot down there that they encourage you to get in all the fountains and cool off. But here, I don't think you're supposed to get in the water. So look at this, y'all. I think there's one of these pillar things around there for every state and one for every territory. It's like a reef with a pillar. I don't know who designed this, but look at it. And you got the Atlantic, and then you got the Pacific. Wow. And then you have all these fountains. This is the Vietnam Veteran Memorial. All right, let's walk around through here and see what states we see. Well, we got the Philippines, Puerto Rico, Alaska, Arizona, Oklahoma, Wyoming. We'll just walk up through here, y'all. All right, there's the Philippines, Puerto Rico, Alaska, Arizona, Oklahoma, Wyoming, Washington, South Dakota, Colorado, Nevada, Kansas, Minnesota. Wisconsin. Yeah, I have not seen this. Boy, look up there at all the eagles tying a ribbon around that reef. All right, let's just walk down through here and see what else we got. We got Michigan, Texas, Missouri, Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, Tennessee, Vermont, North Carolina, Virginia. Yeah, I found Virginia. South Carolina, Massachusetts, Georgia, and Pennsylvania. That's what's on this side here. All right, here is Virginia. Look at there. South Carolina. Wow, y'all, this is really a big monument. Huge. I don't know what the cost of this was to build, but my goodness sakes alive. But this is in honor. So you can see way down through there is the Lincoln Memorial. We're not going to walk all the way around through there. We're going to go ahead and cut up through here, but look how pretty that is. I've not seen any of this right here, so this is really nice. To honor our veterans. My dad was in World War II, and actually today is the anniversary of his death. He died when I was 9 years old. He had a heart attack, and that was 52 years ago. So 52 years ago today is when my father died, and so it's fitting that I'm at the Vietnam. Well, this is the world. Which one was this? Vietnam Memorial? Yeah, he wasn't in Vietnam. He's in World War II. He's older. All right. That was Vietnam. Oh. Right? Sometimes I get mixed up which one we're looking at. All right, we're going to walk over through here, y'all. I might get enough steps in today. I won't have to walk tomorrow. What do y'all think about that? All right. Tony, I asked Tony, do you want to go? Tony does not sightsee, so I knew he wouldn't want to come. And he wouldn't be able to walk all this either. But he doesn't enjoy that kind of stuff, so I told him I was just going by myself, which I've been down here plenty of times by myself. It doesn't bother me at all to come by myself. Now this whole thing here used to be the reflecting pool, but it looks like there's only water now in the bottom of it, so I'm not sure why. But there we are on our way down to the Lincoln Memorial down there, and that used to be all filled in with water, but there's only a little water in it right now. All right, let's go down through here. You can see big wide open spaces, sidewalks, nice areas to walk. Get your kids out, get your pets out, and let them stretch. The long black wall is Vietnam. Oh, okay. All right. Well, thank you for clarifying that. I couldn't remember what I read. Okay. We were at the World War II Memorial, so that's great, because that's the one my dad was in, was World War II. The Vietnam Memorial is the one that we're getting ready to walk to. All right, I was getting mixed up on that, y'all. You know, once I read something, I can't retain it. All right, so that is the new memorial for World War II, which that was my first time seeing that, I believe, because I don't remember seeing that before. Somebody look that up and tell me what year that thing was built. Like I said, I don't come down here too often anymore. If I do, last time I just came and looked at the cherry blossoms and left. So I'm gonna walk down through here. Hopefully we'll end up at the Vietnam War Memorial. It's quite a ways down here. But sorry if I'm not holding this camera too still. 2004? Oh my goodness. Well, it's been a while since I've been down here. Don't tell me that thing's been there for 19 years. Oh Lord, I told y'all I don't come down here much. Let's see, the step counter is 5,564. What did I just say my steps was? Last year, me and my friend came down here and we met one of our followers at a restaurant. We just went to the Washington Memorial and then cut across the grass and then went to the restaurant. So I don't remember seeing that World War II thing. Yo, it's a long ways. You don't think it's a long ways from one thing to the other, and you think, ah, just walk that. But then you get all the way down here and you're like, ooh, that's a long ways. Where's them food trucks at when you need them, right? Yeah, a lot of people don't get out and sightsee, and it's a shame. I'm only an hour. It took me an hour to get down here, so I'm only an hour away. But just, you know, stay home. But I need to get out and sightsee more because there's a ton of stuff around here, and the majority of the stuff in DC is all free. I did have to pay like $25 to park today, but that's because I wanted, you know, a sure spot. I didn't want to drive around the city, and there's tons of parking garages, and they range in all kind, but I tried to get the closest one to where I was going. So that's not too bad. You can stay the whole day for that. So that's really not that bad of a day. Uh-oh, some people's already getting tired. Let's see, we're almost to the Lincoln, so the Vietnam Memorial's got to be close by. I think if we just stay on this path, we might run into it. There's a nice breeze blowing. Yeah, a lot of people, I don't know a lot of people that would want to come down here and walk all this with me. And when I'm filming and I'm walking pretty quickly, I'm just like, it's better just come by yourself. So I did ask Tony, did he want to go sightseeing? He said absolutely not. He hates sightseeing. He might go in a different city, but he doesn't like to come down here at all. He grew up here, y'all, though. So when you grow up around something, probably every one of the class trips that he ever took from school came down here. So when you grow up around something, you just get used to it being there, and you're not excited to see it. Oh, Pat Shaver said she wanted to stop at that bench. I was kind of eyeing one of them benches too. We'll go ahead and get to the Lincoln Memorial. And, we might have to take a break after that. No, I don't never stop and rest, y'all. I just get to getting it. I'm going to get in here and get back out of town. Traffic on Fridays is hideous, but I'm prepared for it. I know what it's going to be, so I'll just be itching my way back home whenever I decide to leave. Yeah, if anybody wants to ever come up here and say, let's go to DC, I'm all for it. I love to come down here and sightsee. So just let me know if anybody wants to come see the city. He sat down on that bench, y'all. He said he's tired. She said, if you can't walk this, then you can't walk the zoo. Y'all, we have a fantastic zoo here. I'll get home in time sometime today. I don't know what time I'll get there to see the chickens. Let me see where we at. I want to say that thing is just up over this hill. Let me see, there's a break. I'm going to walk up over this hill. I'm going to cut through this grass, y'all. I think we should have seen that Vietnam Wall. Oh, yeah, over there it is. Just over the hilltop, y'all. I see it. So we got real close to the Lincoln Memorial. And now if y'all can see that black wall in front of me, that is the Vietnam Memorial. And since we're this far, we're going to walk right over back because some of y'all maybe have not seen it before. I think this coat I got on is rather quite warm today. I was afraid of that. I should have left the liner in the car, but I didn't. I went ahead and brought it. So there's the Lincoln right down there. And they have a statue of Abraham Lincoln up inside that building, and that's all that's in that whole building. It's that huge concrete building, and there's one statue of him sitting in a chair right in the center of it. But we're not going to walk over there. We're just going to cut back around through here and go walk by the wall. I need to pick me up one of them bicycles for rent. If I get tired, I have the Uber app and I just Uber back to the car. But like I said, I'm trying to get steps in, so we're doing good. We're just going to walk around through here. There's a bus over there in the distance called thebigbus.com. It's a double-decker bus. You can get on that and ride around the city. All kind of options for sightseeing tours, sightseeing buses. I think a lot of people are just, my little niece Virginia was on spring break this week, but I think next week will start spring break for a lot of people. The week before Easter and the week after Easter is the big spring break weeks. All right, we have a monument here. I'm not sure, these guys must be from Vietnam. Oh, sorry. Some man was right behind me. All right, we're going to walk over here if y'all are still hanging with me. If you're just tuning on, we are live in Washington, D.C., walking around to some of the monuments right now. We've already seen the cherry blossoms. If you didn't get a chance to see the cherry blossoms, you can go back and watch the replay of this video when we get off of here. It's probably going to be a long video. I don't know what time I got on here, y'all, but we might have to stop it and let me take a break and then get back on later on with more cherry blossoms. But as you can see, as you start down through here, there's names on that wall. Let me see if I can get close enough to show you the names. So it starts right here and all the way around through here, y'all. They kind of want you to be quiet through here, so I won't do a lot of talking. This is in reverence of people coming here, and they have a book, and you can look your family member, your friend's name up, and it will tell you which slab of stone that name is engraved on. So there, I don't know how many names are on here, y'all, but it is thousands of names that was lost in Vietnam. Oh, somebody's saying 57,000 lost. Wow, I had no idea. Where do you get all your energy? Well, I've been walking 10,000 steps every day for the last week, and I guess I started last week. I took the days off when I was in Roanoke, and I started back Wednesday, Thursday. I got them both days, and today's Friday, and I will get them today. All right, so y'all can tell we are a long ways from that Washington Monument, and we walked right by that. So I'm gonna head back this way because I'm taking the shortest route back, y'all. Here comes an airplane in. They fly right over all these monuments. If you ever fly into Washington, D.C., they fly right over all this. You can look right out your window and see all this. No, Tony is not with me. I am here by myself. But it's safe. I feel safe here. There's another monument over there. I'm going to walk up this path today, right now. Yeah, one of my nieces just moved to Hawaii, and she can see Pearl Harbor Bay from her house. So I will be going to Hawaii sometime in the next year or two. Hopefully, because now I have a place to stay. Yo, it's beautiful out here. I might have to stop and take this coat off and wrap it around my waist. It is quite warm in here. Any of y'all need a break yet? Yeah, Tony wouldn't, this is not Tony's cup of tea. Just like I don't go to motorcycle races because that's not my cup of tea. So we have different interests. I like to sightsee and travel, and he is fine with letting me do what I like to do, and I'm fine with letting him do anything motorcycle related. He goes and does that. And that's what keeps us going, because we don't do everything together. I know some couples do, but that's not for us. We both have our own interests, and sometimes I go to motorcycle races, and sometimes he does go on a trip with me, but not every day, all day long. So that's fine. I just soon go by myself a lot of places, because then I can just see exactly what I want to see. Nobody slows me down. All right, now, I'm not sure what this is, because I do not remember this body of water at all. So things have changed down here. I've been up here 36 years, and like I said, the first 6 years I was probably down here a lot. So if anything's changed in the last 30 years, it's kind of new to me. So we got some ducks on the pond down here. We got a lot of Canadian geese down here. I don't remember this little body of water at all. So they may have added this. They have a lot of benches, parks, all that kind of stuff. Not a lot of parking, but they got a lot of all this. There's them ducks down there talking to them women. We don't have anything to give them. see some guy over there sleeping in a hammock. You just bring them little hammocks and tie it up between two trees and kick back reading you a book. All right, y'all, not a whole lot to look at here. You're just out walking with me. Let's get a count on the steps here. See how we're doing. 7,338. Wow. We will get 10,000 today for sure. There's a lot of ducks over there on the pond. See that big tree and all them ducks? All right, who can tell me what time it is? Eastern time. What time is it Eastern time? Does somebody know? I think I had 400 steps when I left the house, y'all. 2:45, all right. Well, we are not going to make it out of the city by 3 o'clock, that's when our rush hour starts. So that's fine. I'll let rush hour start and I'll just take my time down here. Look at all these benches we're passing, y'all. It's just a beautiful day, y'all. It's cool enough to where it's a nice little breeze because I'm very warm. We're coming back up on the World War II Memorial. So we're just going to head back now to the tidal basin where all the cherry trees are, and that's where most of the tourists are because that's what they want to see, is the tidal basin and the cherry trees while they're here. Because it's supposed to start raining 5 o'clock today. So once the rain comes, the blossoms will be off of the tree. I am by myself, yes. I'm not going to break till I get back over there by that monument. And then I might sit down, but it doesn't bother me to walk. I love to walk. And this beats walking around the block a gazillion times. You can hear the birds singing. How far is it to my house? I am in Washington, D.C. right now. It's about, I think when I pulled out it said it was 53 miles down here. So it's not bad. I think about an hour or so, just depends on traffic. If you're in rush hour, it's going to take a lot longer, of course. Now we're back over here. If you're just signing on, this is the World War II. I will remember that now. World War II Memorial. They have so many memorials and statues and everything over this whole city, y'all. It's just unbelievable how many statues and stuff and memorials are in this city. I have no idea what this one would have costed, but it is some kind of a memorial. Whoever designed that, it's huge too. Uh-oh, I'm making somebody sleepy. I was told I have that kind of voice where if you can't sleep at night, just turn on one of my cooking shows and you'll be out like a light. Judy said she's exhausted. I don't know how rush hour will be today. A lot of people may hang in the city to see the cherry blossoms. We're getting back over here where some of the trees are. So I'm gonna probably cut down this road. I'm not gonna cut and go back up over that hill where the monument is. We've done that. So I will walk back down this way. I'm really not that much farther away. I'm quite warm in this coat. Oh, hey, I see Suzanne Bragg is on here. She was also born in Alexandria way back in the day. Back in about, see, she'd been born about 66, I think. So here we're going to cut back through this road and get back over here where the cherry blossoms are. Here's the World War II memorial that we've already seen. If you're just jumping on. I got me some ice water in the car, so that'll be good when I get back. I'm going to cross right over here at this crosswalk. You can see we're on the lower end down there of the tidal basin. You can always find the tidal basin this time of year because all the cherry trees all the way around it. So we just have to make our way back around the tidal basin to where we started. And all right, we're going to be stopping right here at a crosswalk. All right, we're at a crosswalk now, y'all. Whew. Liz says she needs a snack. All right, if y'all need to jump off, jump off. And I'm just going to walk right back over here and show you. Whoa, sorry, it's time to go. Let me turn the camera back around. We're moving again. Okay, let's see. I think we're going to come this way. We haven't walked this way. You see all kind of people here. All kind of different nationalities and languages come to visit. All right, I'm getting me a little drink, y'all. I had a bottle of Diet Orange drink in my pocket. So I am getting me a little sip while we walk back. And we are not far, I think, from where we started. So y'all will get to see the cherry blossoms one more time. And then I'm going to head out of the city. I think I could just sit in a chair and people watch, but I think I'll head back home after I leave here. Maybe the traffic's not too bad. Some people work a little later. I have no idea which way it's going to take me home. I'm just going to put it in my GPS and hope for the best. I think the crowds, the spring break crowds, are not here yet because it's usually the week before Easter and the week after. So I think they will be coming this weekend. All right, so I think we're going to need to cross pretty soon. get back over there where we was. All right, anybody still with me? What state do I live in? I live in Virginia. All the way at the top, I'm about an hour from Washington, D.C. So there's the Washington Monument if you're just joining. And we're gonna go up here and see a few more of the cherry blossoms. They are just absolutely beautiful. I gotta see which way we're going to see, because that was one part of the basin. I gotta find those tulips, y'all. I gotta find where we left those tulips at. I think we crossed over right here. I'm gonna cut down through here, and I think we came around through there. When I see the tulips, I'll know we're back to where we're supposed to be. Here comes the big plane in. All right, you see all the charter buses come for the cherry blossoms. Here's an Uber. These people getting in an Uber. All right, so we're gonna cross right over, and people stopping right in the middle of the crosswalk. Well, it says don't walk, so I'm just gonna go ahead and stop. I don't know how many minutes we got. Wait. It says to wait. All right, as soon as we cross this little street here, we'll be back around. All right, we got a lot of traffic here. Traffic is backed up. All right, I think it's going to be our time to go because the light turned red.
It's our first time.
All right, y'all. I haven't seen the tulips yet, but I'm looking for them. Oh, I see them way over there. Is the tulips. I am going the right direction. It's not hard to find your way around. Just look for these cherry trees. All the way around this whole big, it's called the tidal basin, big body of water here. I'm sure it's man-made, like a pool around through here.
I'm not gonna go into the
So I haven't seen a soul I see, y'all. You can come down here and never run into anybody you know. Oh, look at this little car coming here, y'all. Look at that. That's some kind of little sightseeing thing right there. Do y'all see that little red thing? Look at that. It almost looks like a golf cart. Oh, it's a little adventure tour. There's blossoms all over the ground, and once it starts raining, it's going to be a lot of blossoms. Well, there's 600 and some still with me. Yeah, we are supposed to get rain starting at 5 o'clock, so I want to be home by 5 o'clock. Because these people around here, they can't drive on a sunny day. They can't drive on a windy day. If it's raining, forget it. It's gonna be bad. We are back to the food trucks. Y'all know I showed you them food trucks. Let's walk past them, y'all. I love to look at food trucks. There's the blossoms are all the way down through here. So let's just go down through here and see what these food trucks look like. You know, we're all about the food, right? You can get an Oriental hot dog with chips and a drink for $11. That ain't bad. Let's see what this place has got. Momo's. Woo, look at that. Look at the wind is already blowing, y'all. Can you see that? Can you see the cherry blossoms? It looks like it's snowing. See that? It's really windy right here now, so maybe the wind and rain is moving in. So let's see what else they got here. This is ice cream, slushies, smoothies. Wow, so much wind now. I don't know what they have. Fish sandwich, $13. They have cones and smoothies and boba. I don't know what boba is. Shaved ice. Alright, the wind is moving in. It is really windy. Y'all can see how choppy that water is. Before it was very smooth. I bet those people that's out there in those paddle boats are wishing they were getting back to shore because can you see the wind? We're going to walk once again up underneath these cherry blossoms. And look at that water, y'all. Now that wind is coming in all of a sudden. So there's the Jefferson Memorial over there. And all the cherry blossoms. There's some ducks right there. Alright, let's get a close-up of some cherry blossoms so y'all can just see what they are close up, and then I'm going to turn the camera off and I'm going to snap a few pictures. But here's what they look like close up. Look at them, how beautiful. But to see the wind? The wind is really blowing. Alright, y'all, I'm going to sign off for now. Yeah, that water is all of a sudden